I was freezing at 6 a.m. in the Rockies, holding a butane stove that refused to light. My coffee was iced, my patience gone, realizing I bought the wrong gear because the packaging was misleading. You know the feeling. Staring at the camping aisle, overwhelmed by heavy cylinders and small canisters, wondering which actually cooks your dinner when it counts. Well, today we are breaking down the exact differences between butane and propane stoves. By the end, you will know exactly which fuel you need, because one hides a serious flaw. The temperature trap. It all comes down to boiling points. When you turn the valve on your camping stove, you are not burning liquid fuel. You are burning gas. That means the liquid inside the canister has to boil and turn into a vapor before it can travel up the tube and be ignited. Here is what matters. Every liquid has a specific temperature where it turns to gas, and for these fuels, the numbers are drastically different. Propane boils at -44 degrees Fahrenheit. That means even if you are camping in a blizzard, the liquid propane inside that heavy cylinder is still aggressively boiling, creating pressure and feeding your stove with a strong, consistent flame. You turn the knob, and it just works. Butane is an entirely different story. Butane boils at around 31 degrees Fahrenheit, which is right about freezing. So, if you're making breakfast on a chilly October morning and the temperature drops below freezing, the liquid butane just sits there. It stays a liquid. No vapor means no pressure, and no pressure means your stove just gives a sad little sputter and dies. Your water will never boil. You end up trying to warm the canister inside your jacket just to make a cup of coffee. Bottom line, if there is any chance you will be cooking in freezing temperatures, butane is going to fail you. Propane is your only reliable option for cold weather. The weight and portability trade-off. Propane operates under extremely high pressure. To contain that pressure safely, it must be stored in thick, heavy steel containers. We all know those dark green 1-pound propane bottles. They are practically indestructible, but they are incredibly heavy. You would never want to toss 3 of those into a backpack and hike 10 miles up a mountain. They clank around, they take up too much space, and the empty containers are just dead weight on the hike back down. Butane operates under much lower pressure. Because the pressure is lower, the fuel can be stored in very thin, lightweight aluminum or steel canisters. These containers are incredibly light and often designed to nest perfectly inside your camping cooking pots. For a backpacker counting every single ounce, butane is a massive relief. The stove units themselves are also totally different. A butane stove can be the size of your thumb and weigh just an ounce or 2. Propane stoves need heavier regulators to handle the high pressure coming out of those green bottles. So if you're car camping and your vehicle is doing all the heavy lifting, the weight of propane is completely irrelevant. But if you're putting everything on your back, butane is the clear winner for portability. Energy density and burn time. You want your fuel to last, especially on a longer trip where you cannot just run to the store. Here is an interesting fact about energy density. By pure volume, butane actually contains about 12% more energy than propane. That means if you had the exact same size container of both fuels, the butane would technically burn longer and give you more total heat. It packs a slightly bigger punch per ounce of liquid. However, real life does not work perfectly by the numbers. Propane stoves typically burn much hotter and faster because of that high pressure we talked about earlier. They blast out the heat, which boils your water faster, but they can also burn through fuel very quickly if you're not careful. Butane stoves often have a more controlled, steady output. The catch is that as a butane canister empties out, the pressure inside drops significantly. You will notice that a brand new butane canister gives you a roaring flame, but when it is down to the last 20%, the flame gets weaker and weaker. Propane maintains a much more consistent pressure almost all the way to the end of the bottle. Bottom line here is that butane is highly efficient for its weight, but propane will give you raw cooking power from the first burger to the last. Altitude and real-world geography. Things get really interesting when you start climbing higher into the mountains. Altitude plays strange tricks on camping equipment, and your fuel is absolutely no exception. When you go up in elevation, the atmospheric pressure around you drops. This actually helps your fuel vaporize a little bit easier, but it also means the air is thinner, meaning there is less oxygen available for the fire to breathe. Both stoves will lose some efficiency at very high altitudes. But propane generally powers through simply because it starts with such an overwhelming amount of pressure. It forces the gas out and demands to burn. Butane can become incredibly sluggish. If you combine high altitude with the cold temperatures that usually exist up in the mountains, a pure butane stove is going to struggle immensely. This is exactly why you see serious mountaineers completely ignoring standard butane. They need equipment that does not care about thin air or freezing winds. If your adventures take you above 10,000 feet, you really need to be looking at propane or specialized liquid fuel systems, because standard butane will leave you hungry. Availability when you actually need it. You have to think about where you're going to buy this stuff. Imagine you're on a road trip, it is late, and you realize you forgot to pack fuel. Here is what matters. Propane is everywhere. You can walk into almost any gas station, grocery store, or hardware store in the country and find those green 1-pound bottles sitting on a shelf. They are universally available because people use them for everything from small heaters to lanterns to backyard grills. You never have to stress about finding propane. Butane requires a lot more planning. You are generally not going to find camping butane canisters at a rural gas station. You have to go to a dedicated outdoor retailer, a sporting goods store, or order them online ahead of time. Some hardware stores might carry the tall spray paint-style butane, cans used for catering burners, but those will not fit standard backpacking stoves without a special adapter. You know how frustrating it is to have a perfectly good stove and absolutely no way to fuel it. If you're the type of person who throws gear in the car at the last minute and figures out the details on the road, a propane stove will save you a lot of massive headaches simply because the fuel is always right around the corner. Safety and proper storage. Let us talk about safety and how you actually store these fuels in your garage between trips. You have to treat pressurized gas with respect, but the rules are different depending on what is inside the bottle. Propane cylinders are incredibly tough. That heavy steel construction means they can take a serious beating. You can drop them on rocks, they can bounce around in the bed of your truck, and they are generally going to be completely fine. However, because the pressure inside is so intense, you have to be very mindful of extreme heat. You should never leave a propane cylinder locked inside a hot car parked in the summer sun. The pressure will build up, and while they have safety release valves, you really do not want a tank venting raw propane into your vehicle. Butane canisters are much more fragile. The thin metal can easily be dented or punctured if you're not paying attention. If a heavy rock falls on your pack, or if you carelessly throw your gear into the trunk, you could crush a butane canister. But on the plus side, the lower internal pressure means they are slightly less volatile when it comes to temperature swings. Still, both fuels need to be stored in a cool, dry place with good ventilation. You should never store either of these fuels inside your actual house or in a basement. If a valve leaks, propane is heavier than air, so it will sink to the floor and pool in low spots, creating a massive fire hazard. Always keep your fuel out in a detached garage or a well-ventilated shed. Here is what matters for your safety. Just check the threads and the valves every single time you connect a stove. If you hear a hissing sound or smell that distinct rotten egg odor, turn it off immediately. Making your final choice. Let's put all this together so you know exactly what to buy. You need to look at how you actually spend your time outdoors. Do not buy gear for the trip you imagine taking in 5 years. Buy gear for the trips you actually take every single weekend. If your idea of camping involves driving your car up to a reserved spot, unloading a cooler, and cooking bacon for 4 people on a wooden picnic table, you absolutely want a propane stove. The weight simply does not matter. The fuel is cheap, you can buy it anywhere, and it works perfectly in any weather condition. You'll have raw power and reliability. But if your camping involves putting your house on your back and walking into the woods for 3 days, propane is entirely out of the question. You need a small, lightweight stove that threads onto a butane or isobutane canister. It will tuck away inside your cooking pot, save your knees from carrying extra weight, and boil your water perfectly fine as long as you keep it above freezing. Bottom line, pick the fuel that matches your vehicle. If the car carries the gear, go with propane. If your back carries the gear, go with butane.